Welcome back, everyone. Today, HYBE reveals the real reason why Jungkook and V will always be apart. Before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future updates. Now, let's dive into a topic that has stirred much curiosity in the BTS fandom, the dynamic between Jungkook and V and what lies behind their diverging journeys. Here's some background. As many ARMYs know, the members of BTS have been focusing on solo projects and fulfilling their military service obligations. But something interesting has stood out, especially with Jungkook and V. Even before enlistment news dropped, their schedules seemed oddly independent of each other. Let's break it down year by year. 2022, the start of solo paths following BTS's June 2022 announcement about individual projects. Fans observed that while many members still collaborated or showed up for each other's events, Jungkook and V rarely did. Initially subtle, this separation became more apparent with time. 2023, the divide grows clearer as solo efforts surged. Both Jungkook and V reached remarkable milestones, but their paths rarely overlapped. Jungkook's highlights in 2023. July, released 7 with Latto. September, teamed up with Jack Harlow. November, dropped his solo album Golden. Toured and performed internationally. V's major moments. September, released his solo album Layover. Participated in fashion shoots, artistic projects, and brand campaigns. Took on acting opportunities. Industry insiders, who prefer to remain unnamed, suggest that this wasn't a coincidence, it was a calculated move by HYBE. The strategy behind the separation. According to HYBE's internal planning, the company crafted distinct brand identities for both artists. Jungkook appeals to a youthful, global pop audience with his R&B/pop-infused sound. Meanwhile, V is positioned as a high-art, fashion-forward artist, blending genres like jazz and classical influences. The aim? To give each of them room to grow without being constantly compared or expected to collaborate. This strategy lets both shine in their own lanes. Impact on their careers. Jungkook has become a global pop figure, setting records and working with major international artists. V has carved out a space that fuses music, fashion, and fine art, attracting a more niche but deeply loyal audience. Jungkook's emotional message to fans when he announced his military enlistment starting December 2023, Jungkook shared heartfelt words on Weverse. He reflected on his journey, expressed gratitude for ARMY, and promised to return stronger. He even sang Still With You in a deeply moving, spontaneous moment that touched fans worldwide. Social media lit up, and the hashtag #BTSHRU Jungkook trended globally. Experts praised the sincerity of his message, emphasizing its impact on conversations around mental health, growth, and fan-artist relationships in K-pop. He reiterated that despite going solo, his bond with BTS and ARMY remains unbreakable. "I feel happiest when I sing and perform with my members," he said, proving that no matter how far the solo journey takes them, the connection endures. V's journey and legacy. Before debuting, V was known as BTS's hidden member and later made waves with his contributions to music and fashion. Fans even placed an ad in Forbes to celebrate his birthday, a historic first for a Korean idol. V also took part in viral challenges and continued to impress with solo efforts that leaned into his unique artistic style. His emotional depth, creative flair, and low-key support for BTS and ARMY haven't gone unnoticed. A promise beyond public appearances. Fans often recall stories of V and Jungkook's friendship. Quiet moments, subtle support, and heartwarming anecdotes remind us that real friendship doesn't need constant visibility, it lives in loyalty and shared history. Final thoughts. HYBE's decision to develop Jungkook and V as separate brands was bold, but it's clearly paying off. Each artist is flourishing creatively and emotionally, and the love from fans remains stronger than ever. HYBE's marketing team identified that Jungkook and V appeal to different market segments. Jungkook's image is more associated with mainstream pop and R&B, attracting a younger, trend-oriented audience. At the same time, V's artistic direction leans toward jazz, classical crossovers, and high fashion, appealing to a more mature and artistically inclined demographic. The separation isn't just about marketing, it allows both artists to develop in their own unique directions without being limited by expectations of collaboration or comparison. Impact on their individual careers. Jungkook's journey. The Golden Magne has embraced a more international pop sound, collaborating with Western artists and breaking records around the world. His style has evolved to include separating Jungkook and V's careers represents a sophisticated strategy that has proven fruitful for both artists. While fans may resent their interactions, the approach has allowed each artist to flourish in their own unique way, creating sustainable, long-term career paths that benefit both the artists and their fans. They say that youth is temporary, that nothing lasts forever. But I believe that some things last. The love we shared, the memories we created, the positive changes we made together, these things are part of who we are. They shape our future and last through our actions. The show ended with Jungkook singing an impromptu a cappella version of Still With You, his voice carrying all the emotion and sincerity of its message. The impact of this show was immediate and profound. Within hours, social media platforms were flooded with reactions from fans around the world. The hashtag #BTSHRU Jungkook trended globally for days, with fans sharing how his message had touched their lives. Mental health professionals and social commentators praised the authenticity of the message, highlighting how it addressed important themes of personal growth, mutual support, and the power of real human connection in the digital age. The performance also sparked important discussions about the evolution of idol-fan relationships in K-pop, with many citing it as a defining moment in how artists can maintain authentic connections with their fans while growing as individuals. Looking back, what made this message so powerful wasn't just what Jungkook said, but how he said it. There was no pretense, no performance, just genuine gratitude and emotional honesty. As we conclude this analysis of Jungkook's meaningful message, it's clear why it resonates so deeply with millions of people around the world. It wasn't just a message from an idol to his fans, it was a heartfelt conversation about growth, gratitude, and the enduring power of true human connection. In a world that often seems disconnected and divided, Jungkook's message reminded us of what is possible when people come together with sincerity and positive intent. It showed that even though we have grown and changed, some bonds only grow stronger with time. JK said his term is for a year and 6 months, starting in December. The K-pop idol added, "I promise that when I come back, I will." That's it for today's update. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please like the video, subscribe, and tap that notification bell to stay in the loop. Let us know your thoughts on this strategy and the future of BTS's solo journeys in the comments below.